if it makes sense, for it to have been in your guys' hideout here, then you can definitely
Okay, then
add whatever you think you would have packed up and
okay.
gotten ready for whatever you guys are preparing to do.
Then I'll just take like a little look-see.
Little
You can,
looky-loo.
Don't limit yourself. That's Spio's job, okay? You aim for the stars. He's here to.
Yeah. Okay. So I got this +3 legendary short sword of.
Good job. You go ridiculous, so that way the real thing you wanted, is, that is kind of overpowered. He won't say no to that. Yeah.
I just wanted some
because he'll
ball
feel
bearings.
bad. He'll feel bad for saying no the first time.
I just wanted some ball bearings. That's it.
Okay.
Remember that Vorpal we were talking about? Turns out my pistol's Vorpal.
Nice. That is a very specific genre where like someone's like a 6-shooter and like, they like never reloading it and shoot somebody's head off their neck.
Barbarian rages with a pistol.
Extra, read all about it. All the players got laser weapons and 500 HP now. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, state of emergency declared. Evacuate the city. All shop owners are urged to leave wares outside.
All right, so I got
What was that, Ben?
I'm gonna get a frying pan. I'm gonna fucking hit someone over the head with a frying pan.
So, Brett, what you're doing right now is something I did with the character that was a child. So they didn't have armor and weapons, and so they're not a combatant. So, I just had all the starting gold, and I'm just flipping through, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take fishing tackle. Cool. Oh, marbles. Spyglass, burning ants. Yeah, cool. And I just went through and just like all that cool stuff. A bear trap. It's like, he's been living alone for a long time. He's probably trapped small animal. And I was like, how do I carry all this? I have 3 strength. I'll buy a dog. And so it was a boy and his dog. And he just. So I hope you have fun, sir, because I know it was fun for me.
Will do.
Let's see. Murkmire game notes. Let's go to page
Hey, what's going on,
23.
everybody?
Hello.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Hey, can I look at your book? I didn't bring mine. No.
A funny fact, that's how I met my wife.
Oh, yeah?
I joined a class on like day 3 of the class, and I came and sat down next to her and asked her if we could meet up so I could copy her notes from the first couple days.
Yeah, somebody was like walking by, like, dude, there's a brand new book in this trash can right by this classroom door. Why would somebody throw this away? It's not even unwrapped.
All right. Welcome everyone to another session of the Murkmire.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess some
There we go.
quick introductions. Go around the table. Dog needs to stop scratching the door. I'm Spio. I'll be your dungeon master. And let's go around the table here and tell everyone who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Spio the Dungeon Master! Woo-hoo!
Yeah. Let's go!
Yeah!
Well, what's up, everyone? I'll be playing Harrison Softstep again tonight. My name is Brad, and I am happy to be here again.
Woo woo.
Woohoo!
He's Brad.
Now the question is, how many people on screen is Brad going to shoot tonight?
Oh no, that's a good question. Uh-oh, what happened?
4.
The first natural one of the night.
I dropped my glass, trying to raise my hand up.
Everybody,
Well,
Mercy from Here There Be Monsters, and I'll be reprising my role as Honores tonight.
Heck yeah. It just makes me want to create like a whole faction of frogs people, and they all are just like, hey.
Oh, please do.
You imagine like getting into a room with 3 different grung, and you guys are all just like, hey. It's like the Trent or the Ent meeting in Lord of the Rings.
Right. It's the ants mixed with Hypnotoad.
And it takes you like a whole day to decide, like one question.
To answer one question or just decide on the question?
Yes.
Because that's some Tolkien
yeah,
shit right there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess all day to ask a question, because I guess you have to ask a question to answer a question, possibly.
Fuck, me too. Me too, man. I feel that.
I mean, if you want to make it really bureaucratic, they could like argue over the agenda for what question is going to be asked.
It'd make it real plebeian.
Right.
I'm here for it. I didn't know. Wait. That's a pretend we can play?
Hello, everybody.
guys
Welcome to City Council Simulator.
Only if you play Grung. A society of Grung. In Galabad, they all sound like Kermit, apparently. And then...
Yeah. Your Kermit voice is fire, bro.
Thanks.
I did briefly toy with doing Yoda voice the whole time, but I did not want to try and keep that up.
Plus, Yoda already did it, Well, what's going on, everybody? I'm Gear, and I'm gonna be playing Rowan Blackwood.
Woo!
Woo!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Resident conspiracy theorist. It's only conspiracy if it ain't true, or it's not. Hold on, can I hit that mark again? Can we just take that one again? Playing your resident conspiracy theorist. It's only conspiracy if it ain't true.
Got a point.
I'm seeing it as like an anime swipe, like at the start of a show. It's like Rowan, like, psh, and then you voice that over it.
And boy, do we love the truth.
Have we lost it? Did he... Shit,
Wait,
I
we
just had
lost
that
it.
somewhere. Hey guys,
You guys lost the truth.
No, I left it right here. I know I did.
I said, do we love the truth? We love it.
Ah.
Oh,
I said,
I
and
don't
boy,
know.
do we love the truth?
oh, I thought we were like, I don't know, just kind of like work friends, but
I lost it.
Yikes! Did you just friend zone Harrison?
Oh, but I...
just know the truth. I friend zone the truth.
Oh,
Got it.
that's even worse.
Yeah.
You are now a mortal enemy of Harrison.
He's just setting up the excuse for when he shoots you later.
Don't
Yeah.
Don't spoil the surprise. It's a surprise too that will help us.
Listen,
Come
you
on.
wouldn't be the first. You wouldn't be the first person. You wouldn't be the first person in a party that I fully and implicitly trusted with the life of my character, just to
Fuck it up. Yeah.
die, just to die at their hands.
So,
you know.
Spio, starting out with that, I want to go over towards Rowan and I want to take out my dagger and.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Rowan doesn't move.
the things are starting off spicy this evening.
Nah, just kidding.
I say.
Yeah.
Now, don't be
Yeah.
ridiculous. We don't do the murders in cold blood. We have Bobo do them.
Yeah, speaking of that, where's Chadman?
Or Chadman kind of, makes a situation into a Mexican standoff.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Just
we were
does.
all trying so bad to try and keep it like as non-bloody as possible, and then at one point it was just like, well, fuck it.
Dude, like he poured a drink and it was like a Mexican standoff, you know. So everybody, come here, let's have a drink. And I'm just like, why are we all pointing our shot glasses at each other? Like,
Yeah.
what happened? How did you do this?
I will
It's a
say
real
that
gift.
right now, as we are just preparing to get some shit done here, Harrison just looks really, really tired, and is just scraping together stuff that he needs into his backpack, just throwing it over his shoulder. He's just kind of standing
Continental
there,
soldier.
just kind of standing there, like, I guess we're doing this again.
Yeah, you guys did were, got in a short rest between just basically the entire last session being a conversation. And yeah, just hanging out here for a bit. So basically you guys were just kind of like going over, are you going after the doctor? What's your guys' next move? You guys kind of deliberate on some options, do you need to leave town? Do you need to pack up and move to a different hideout or location? Is that even an option? Do you guys need to go hunt down the doctor? And I know Rowan had went downstairs and had prepared a bunch of stuff, and essentially what I imagine just like bringing up a duffel bag up to the front bar here, and for everybody to pick and choose your pleasure. And Harrison wrote a note or a letter down in the basement. I know Victor's kind of chilling like he always does at the bar, taking everything in. And Marlon sent Bobo on another mission, or adding to the collection, and apparently had received a phone call.
All right.
Oh, that's right, on Schrodinger's phone.
Yeah.
And then, so you said before we started, Brad, you said, oh, it's going to be a side quest of Harrison and Honorez and Rowan, but actually it's a side. We already started the side quest of Rowan and Honorez walking down the tunnel after Bobo at the end of the last session.
Yeah, shit, you're right. So I guess it's just me up here.
Oh, well, and then the guy who's like keeps like staring excitedly at where people have died.
Yeah.
And then the other guy talking to no one on a telephone right now. Being alone would be better, I think. Than
right now,
we
yeah.
currently are at. Yeah.
All right.
Alone is what you wish for.
Right. So I guess, Harrison. What is Harrison doing right now? What would you like to do?
Well, at this point, seeing as how I see Rowan and Honorez go down, I see Marlin having some sort of hallucinatory episode. I see all of the blood around me, and at first I was like getting ready to go back to that hospital to find Volkov, to do right to the man that wronged me, but at this point I know better than to go in alone. So if that isn't something that is going to happen right now, Harrison will leave a little note on the bar saying that he has gone to the library here in the city as he takes a bit of a breather, and I will grab my coat, throw it around me. I'll take my backpack with me just in case. And I will just
in case what, you in your injured state get caught alone out in the middle of the night in a city that is trying to find and kill you. You know, good thing you have your backpack.
I will just make way for probably one of the only places where a bit of respite is still like a thing, and with one of the things that's probably been my most precious hobby between the years of me being employed in the Sing City as an officer and between me up until now, just starting again. And that's just reading, learning, gathering knowledge. So I'll do what I do best, and I will go to the library and I'll try and gather knowledge.
By the way, just quick mechanical thought, but did you actually, I forgot exactly how it works, but roll your hit dice or whatever for that short rest?
I was at full health.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah. Because Rowan patched me up so good. So yeah.
Rowan do.
I just leave a little note, I grab my coat, and I make way out the front door. I will say that because of recent events, I will be going as silently and as stealthily as possible. I'll take that little black, the black coat that I used when I was invading Norgafar's apartment. I'll take that out as well. I'll cover my head with it, and that's how I'll just head out.
Tie your ears back and like a ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and we'll make a sort of stealth check just to see how well you like go through back alleys and stuff to try to go unnoticed.
How hard could it be? Rowan does it all
eyes.
the time.
I'm sure nobody saw me here. I say as I
go. We knew what was coming.
I say as I walk through literal just city street lights.
He's actually singing 1,000 miles at the top of his lungs.
It's raining right now, and Harrison is just like there with an umbrella, like I'm singing in the rain.
A couple walks out of a restaurant, like, oh, honey, isn't that Harrison, the detective retired from Bogfin Sink? Goes down to that bar. Yeah,
no,
that is sure him. Sure is him.
Yeah, it's not.
You always say stuff.
Like not even 10 feet out of the front door, and there's already like a couple people walking in the opposite direction, kind of like coming towards you as you're walking by them, and they look down and you can sort of see the remnants of a blood stain that was just cleaned up by Marlin outside on the sidewalk as the street lamp kind of shines almost directly on it, and you guys almost both like look down at it, and then you look up and you guys are both catching eyes as you walk by each other. In your physical state, it takes you a little bit longer to get over there than it normally would, but you make it across town in like 20 to 30 minutes or so and find yourself at the library.
I'll just clean myself up a little bit as best as I can. Get some of that residue blood off of me, off of my clothes. Try and maybe like get the bandages concealed a little bit. And I'll say in this library area, I will take off my hood. I'll walk towards where I presume some sort of receptionist, some sort of person at the front desk is.
Yeah, as you're approaching from the street, you can see, there's definite signage that kind of points out specifics, but, the left largest portion of the building is City Hall. And then to the right of that, that's sort of connected, is the public library. and to the right of that is a slightly bigger building than the library, but not as big as City Hall. You see Vinewood Authority. So as you walk in, like these large glass doors, you note.
Bling, bling, bling,
Yeah. Ding,
bling,
ding,
bling. Oh yeah, one of those little bells at the top of the door, like ding, 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 ding.
In a library, shh. Somebody
Yeah.
says every time you walk
Shut
through.
the fuck up.
Yeah. Immediately as you walk through the door, you
I'll just-
get
Whose
you
idea
see a
was
pair of
that?
eyes peering at you. The room's dimly lit, with occasional flicker of a desk lamp. You're like walking by several shelves. Some of them, have seen better days. Kind of the top layered with nice little dust. But as you get further into the library and closer, things start to get a little bit nicer, a little bit well kept, but still this sort of dark wood paneling that line the walls, and it, even though it's dusty, like it feels like there was some like remnants of an elegant feel to it at one point. But much like the rest of Vinewood, everything is definitely deteriorating a little bit.
Seen better days.
Yeah, the tall bookshelves like stretch up to the ceilings. You just see, most of them are filled with worn leather books and old tomes and different records. Other shelves are just pure like documents that are being stored. In the center of the room, you see this sort of large desk cluttered with notes and ink bottles. You see like an old rotary phone there just in front of this middle-aged woman. It's got like these deep etched lines around her eyes, and almost looks like she's frowning from it, but and you see she's framed with like this salt and peppered hair, and her eyes seem to like pierce into your soul as she like stares up and just gives you this look behind like these wire rimmed glasses that sit on the edge of her nose.
Oh, I love her. No, I just breathe in that old book smell, and I'll just feel like the first thought in my head is just, oh, this just feels like home. This place. This is something that I definitely needed. But I know why I'm here, and I still want to get some stuff done. I'll walk over towards the desk, and I'll greet her. Hello. It's a bit of a weird time to be. I'm sorry.
You're too loud, young man.
Young man.
Not in my establishment. You will bring your voice down a tone.
Young man.
People are trying to read in here.
I will whisper to her.
There's no one else in the library at the moment.
I was gonna say, okay, just making sure. No, I will whisper to her. I am looking for some books regarding the history of the Murkmire, and especially regarding things like folklore and urban legends. Do you have anything regarding such information?
We do. And because you ask so politely, you'll find them just over there in section 3.
Oh, thank you. That is
Should
so kind.
Should be a decent collection of all sorts of folklore and tales that you're looking for.
Thank you. Oh, that was too loud. I'm sorry.
She just
Okay.
raises her eyebrows
Oh,
at you
God.
whenever you speak, just like a slight decibel too loud.
I'll be over there. I'll walk over to section 3, and I'm just thinking about all the creatures that we saw so far. You know, those shadowy figures, the demons I saw back in the church when I was visiting it with Rowan, the demon I saw in Norgafar's apartment when I looked at the statue, the demon that Marlin told us about that he saw when he used that godforsaken key. And all of those things, and I just want to try and find maybe some sort of connection or some similarities between maybe some sort of folklore, some creature spoken about in legends in the Murkmire, in the swamp lands surrounding these cities and these towns.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Come on, Harrison.
See what you got.
Oh! Nice.
Okay. How long are you planning on staying here and looking through stuff?
I will be here for a good better of an hour, I'd say.
Hour. Okay. Pretty quick.
Just getting in, seeing what I need, maybe sit down a little bit, rummage through some books.
Right. As you are looking through like folklore and books about legends and monsters, you definitely find consistency just throughout the several books that you kind of skim through. It's the same old tales about werewolves and vampires and creatures of the swamp. Just multiple accounts or different versions of tales. Multiple cultures have their own sort of boogeyman. You just keep seeing several interpretations of what that is for different people.
Right.
And you of course get the sense and probably know a little bit from just seeing what you've seen that there's definitely truth to all the monsters and tales that people see. That's usually how they start in the first place. They're not all just fake and make believe.
Is there anything specifically
but
tying what I saw to the...
Yeah, nothing really seems to match description or link to inky sort of sludge monsters or mutations or experimentations.
Right.
As far as folklore and histories for the Murkmire.
Is there anything regarding the demonic face that I saw? The demonic faces I saw in the church and in Norgafar's apartment? Anything regarding demonic sightings? Maybe something like that?
I think that with your investigation, I would say just being intelligence based on the roll that you think you would probably get a better idea regarding demons and creatures of that nature, probably in a religious capacity.
Right.
You'd probably find more answers at the church, regarding the heavens and the hells and beasts of that nature.
Okay. I guess I'll just look around, seeing as how this is probably one of the first times I ever really got to relax a little bit. Ever since all of the stuff went down it's just been fight after dangerous situation. I'll just
Yeah.
kind of sit in that
And
chair.
all you have to do in the library is just make sure that everything that you do is not loud enough to be heard.
Yeah.
Which is way more relaxed, to be constantly hyper focused on everything that you're affecting around you, so you're not in trouble, which is way less stressful, I'm sure.
Right.
I'll say since you got a 24 too, as like you kind of continue on, you sort of breach past like the historical like tales and folklore into more historical nonfiction, and you begin to fall upon like the histories of Vinewood, and you start going through like its inception, it was created, like who were the first settlers here, and you start getting into details, and you like reach up for a book, and some papers kind of like fall out that were tucked in between a couple of books, and you look at them and you notice these they look like old land ownership records, documents that look like they were like from a couple hundred years ago or so, and it looks they're talking about like the transfer of several large estates that made up Vinewood, to some, like people were being either bought out or mysteriously missing or abandoned, and they are all purchased under this foreign investor named Sue Adams, and then you see another like set of papers behind it, that kind of like show a map of Vinewood itself, and you see that there are like different things, kind of like each of the like land plots are marked out intentionally. You go through a couple more papers, and then it's starting to give information like 100 years past that, about like some construction blueprints that are like these old records about subterranean passages, and there's like a folded piece of paper, and you kind of open it up, and you see that there's like physical markings on this paper, little outlines or
Words?
circles.
Oh.
What's circled? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh shit. Okay.
It should be on your screen.
You mean somebody has written on the map?
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. Physical
So-
markings on the paper.
So
I was like, does he mean embossed? Like,
so these
like his
are
pencil lead broke and he didn't know?
kind of like sewer. I'm guessing like some sort of like sewer tunnel connections between certain areas of the Murkmire. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're not really sure.
Right. I see all of this, and for some reason that just really interests me here. If I take out the map that I have of Vinewood,
Mhm.
just like the normal one, and I'll compare it to the places where those blue markings are made. Are there any specific places that I know of, like maybe like certain stores, certain diners, certain places where I know that the different gangs are at that correspond with those circles?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely match them up somewhat. You're kind of looking over it a little bit, and
Oh yeah, I
sorry,
see. Right.
Some of them are directly on certain establishments, but
Yeah. That's crazy. Okay. I'll actually try and I'll take that little piece of paper and I'll try and take that with me. I'll just put the book back. I'll clean up my mess on the table that I'm sitting at, but I'll slip in that piece of paper into one of my pockets.
all right, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Ah. Ah. Hey.
Yeah, as you oh shoot, I had
Hey, if I failed this one, there would have been like a combat encounter with the old lady.
yeah. That sleight of hand check. You're like you're sifting through the files here and just kind of slip it into your coat, and as soon as your hand comes out, you sort of hear a creak in the wood and look over, and
The old lady
you notice the old lady is like pushing your cart, putting some books back, and just looks at you, turns away, and keeps walking.
Oh.
Finding everything you need?
Yes, actually, Oh, sorry. Silently, whispering. I found just what I was looking for. Actually, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've taken up enough of your time already, so I will be going again. But thank you. I think I'll come here more often in the future. This is a nice place to be.
Well,
Am I
if
still-
you're coming here in the future, you best get a library card. Follow me.
Oh. You best get a library card.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if your sleight of hand had been worse there, I was expecting you to get into a situation where she confronts you and Harrison just like panic blasts her, like, well, apparently this is what we do now.
Yeah, she corners Harrison about all of his overdue book fees.
Hey,
that have been piling up.
that lawful good Harrison there. It really do be switching towards chaotic evil.
All right, so Harrison becomes a Vinewood, the public library member, gets his card. She goes over and shows you how to use the Dewey Decimal System, and
Yay!
Not like paying any attention to all the social cues that you know how to use it. Right? Doesn't comment at all on you're like, yeah, and you use and you like are proficient with moving the rods and pulling the cards out, and she's just like, no, let me show you. You'll mess it up.
I think all of that flew out the window when she called me a young man. And I'm the oldest character in this fucking campaign.
Yeah, she definitely has a checklist, and as she's going through and showing you things, she's marking off this checklist, almost like
that she made 60 years ago.
Yeah. And it's one of those things too, like if she doesn't go through the checklist, then she could get in trouble or something by her manager.
Yeah, I'll just
no way. There's nobody's putting this lady in trouble.
It's only for documentation purposes.
All right. So I just sign here, right? I'm guessing my name. Like general information.
Yes.
All right.
Name here.
Yeah.
What's your name?
All right. Would
you like me to write
her
it out?
shaky ass hand slowly writing each letter?
Yeah, that's Harrison. Soft, a little line in between step. Let's see. So address, yeah, that would be it would be in Sing City actually. It's quite far from home.
Oh, I always wanted to go there.
Oh, it's a lovely place if you look past all of the gang violence. Especially during this time of year. If you do happen to go there and I'm back, honestly, my door is always open. You've been such a great help.
Well, thank you.
So any other
I don't
information
want to be
you
necessary. Do you have a surname?
Yes, soft step, yes.
A social security number? Credit card information?
I'm sorry, I don't really feel I don't really have a credit card on me right now. I'm quite
Oh.
old-fashioned, actually.
And what
but
time are
I'll-
you picking me up for dinner tomorrow?
Smooth.
Oh, she looks over them wire framed
Smooth.
round glasses. You can,
Oh.
and that's when you notice a fresh coat of the thickest, most vibrant red lipstick on just a little on her two front teeth.
I'll look at her. I'll put my hand on her hand, and I'll just kind of gesture at the wedding ring I have on my hand, like, I'm sorry.
Good ones are always taken.
So am I.
And I am sadly still very committed, so that won't be happening.
Sadly,
If you feel like breaking a vow while you're out of town, feel free to come on back.
she's saucy.
You
Oh.
dirty lady! Oh my god!
You don't know the half of it.
I was gonna say, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
You can't say that I didn't just give you the James Bond moment to pump her for information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
And that's what we're all here for. That's what we're all here for. Hey, Bread.
Hey.
Pretend to be a aging rabbit in a committed same-sex marriage, and have sex with Spio, who is pretending to be a saucy old woman, and I am just gonna stop everything and watch.
We ship it.
I don't.
Yeah.
We ship it, yeah.
I don't.
Well, a second.
You know what?
Motion
Actually,
passes.
You know what? Harrison will try to sweet talk her a little bit.
Oh.
And he will try to actually, like, maybe press her for some more interesting gossip and information that she maybe heard around the library.
Alright.
Any strange individuals come here lately, actually? Besides me, of course. I'm plenty strange. I'm plenty. You know how it is.
Harrison's so bad at
I am so awkward
at flirting.
That 8 charisma really do be playing.
You know how strange I.
Yeah. Hey, that's exactly why I'm saying it. Come on, you gotta play out your stats.
You know, nobody else is as off-putting as I am.
Make a
No one else is.
persuasion check, I guess.
Oh my god! That's a natural 19 minus 1 for an 18.
What do you mean by shady?
Anyone that
She looks right at part of your body.
Anyone maybe that you feel is just up to no good at all. You know, like you know how there's those gangs around here. You know how there's like the people here that are up to no good at all. Is anyone like that?
Not much for readers, I suppose.
Did she sliding when she says that? Does she like slide some things from in front of that's in between her and him on the desk? You know,
Just getting
making
closer,
room to like
getting closer.
Yeah, yeah. The slow and intentional climb.
I did see that red fellow from a couple of days ago.
Oh,
tiefling gentleman.
Those red
Angry.
fellows, you know.
Looked angry one minute and happy the next. He may have been on something.
Red fellow, you say? That's interesting. Did he have anything on him that made him stand out a bit? Besides that, maybe some of part of his clothing, a symbol.
Very nice clothing.
Right.
Had a couple of gentlemen that came in with him, and they just sort of stood at the door. Creepy, if you ask
Is
me.
anybody?
Oh, I see.
Is anybody else getting racism off of her?
Yeah, same. She was like those red people. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
with the ever since they came into this city, they
with
just
those
walk
red
in.
people. It's giving, yeah.
Come on, guys. Color is
Whoa.
just a descriptive term.
That is quite interesting, actually. I think I may actually know the person you're talking about. Wow. Well then. Thank you for that information. Actually, I love this little talk we had, and I'll slide her my phone number.
Your real phone number?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
8675309.
Yeah, my social security number is +31.
She's like, you slide her phone number. She's like, already unbuttoned some clothes, closed eyes, leaning in, and you like place the phone number on her pressed lips and walk away.
You are not going to kiss a giant rabbit, man. No, but I'll thank her for that information. I'll just keep the sweet talking up with my amazing charisma.
Keep her on a leash. Keep her on a leash. Keep her on a leash. Like,
bro,
oh,
I
where
she
got
just
what
starts
I wanted.
banning herself with your phone number. Be calling you later, Mr. Softstep.
Oh, please do. It'll be my pleasure, and I'll leave. Yeah, just red face, thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? I have a husband.
Oh yeah, where is he? I don't see him.
Well, not here,
anywhere.
luckily, because he would be on my shit.
Oh, well, you must be cold. I think I might be a fine substitute.
Harrison dies of 1d4 cringe damage.
Let's see how quiet we can get.
Ooh.
And the camera pans away into the tunnels, I guess. You guys said you went into the tunnels to go after Bobo?
Yeah, to check on Bobo because he's been gone a minute. And when you said that we looked down at the stairs and the other body hadn't been moved, so it seemed like at least to me, a strange amount of time for him to have just moved the one body, and so I just gotta check on him. Oh, also, actually, I think the reason we did it was because Chadman refused to leave to the next scene unless Bobo was there. That's another reason.
Also, we did it because we needed an excuse for people to regain head dice.
We just said, give me a minute. So we got real pedantic and meta about like needing to just chill. Okay. Hey, Harrison I think I heard Harrison leave. What do you think he's doing?
You heard that 9 stealth check.
Yeah, I heard that.
We heard it from down here.
Yeah, man. God, he kicks that chair every time. It doesn't matter. It's like it doesn't matter where you move it in the bar either, right? He's like a homing missile.
Sorry, I was too busy giggling. I missed what the actual question was.
Oh shit, I'm just a nervous talker. I'm holding the dead body, disposing of it. With you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was the other thing we were doing. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Just kind of walking down, dark. Kind of.
What's you're not particularly strong, are you?
Oh well.
It's like, what am I observing? Like, are you like easily carrying this, or?
So tunnel, 2 people, tourniquet style, probably limp body, both people forward. So I think Rowan's in front, has the hands, so you can't just like bottom of the ankles grab and then the legs are straight, right? So he's got like the wiggliest part of the body, and then he goes around backwards, and he's like, the elbows are facing up, so he can't like hook them, and then he'll turn around backwards, and he like grabs his hand. He's like, no, I don't feel right at all, you know. And then he keeps setting the body down to try to reposition, every so often.
It keeps just getting like a little bit awkward too, as I'm like hopping while I'm like holding the ankles. So there's like periodically like you're like kind of like jostling forward a little bit.
You know what? I never
drop them
noticed
periodically.
Oh shit! Yeah, and then Rowan will too, as it like jerks out. Fuck, he's covered in so much blood, man. God.
Why do none of our characters have a strength stat?
So you do this often? You come here often?
Body disposals, not my strong suit. Should we put it under someone else's shop?
You know, I don't. Maybe I hadn't thought about what I was gonna do, because I was worried it was bothering you the way, because we've never actually like worked together like this. You know, I never like moved a table or anything. I just realized this is the first time we've been alone. You know, well, other than me. And he'll wave like that. That's not funny. That's not funny, Ron. That's not funny. All right. You know, this man had, was speaking to you just moments ago.
When you accused me of stuff in the street, that is.
Yeah, about that. That's gonna happen. Again, probably. I'd like for it not to. But
me too.
Is you just, I would say, make a good argument. And I'll probably, follow, or put me on throw a different lead at me. Get me off the scent.
You want me to lie to you?
Man, now, see that, so when you said that, because I didn't say lie, I just said I said redirect me, but now I feel like you were thinking about lying to me, or like you wanted it to be my idea that I wanted you to lie to me, so that way whenever I find out that you had been lying to me, that it was because I asked you to do that for my own good, and you're going to use that against me somehow, and I just don't know how yet, so I need to be ready.
I'd rather just cut to the truth.
Cut through the trees?
I'd rather just be honest and get it over with. Saves time, He says
No,
like
it's-
the slowest you've ever heard him say.
Yeah, you're. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I think you wouldn't have just been sarcastic when you said that. Oh wait, you were.
No.
You see, rather you shrugged your shoulders when you said it, in a like a very kind of, it was like comical almost, you know. I think that is a physical gesture indicating that what you're saying is the jestful type of gaslighting. I have a whole, you know, I left my notebook, but I have a whole book of behaviors and things that people do whenever they're communicating with each other. Nonverbal cues. If you ever need it.
I was being serious. I keep it brief for the sake of others.
I understand. I hear you loud and clear that I should be more brief as well to be more likable in this situation that you're trapped in with me.
It works for me. Flash a big grin.
Yeah. Rowan's so confused. And understands people less now. Because you said you tell the truth, and then he brought up lying straight to his face, and then all your sarcasm he could tell was a lie, and then you told him it wasn't, and so now he's just like fucked in the head again. But not in a bad way. It gives him something to think about.
All right. Rowan and communication. like oil and water.
I find it kind of extra amusing that, like, you know, unlike the ants, to carry on the analogy from earlier, it like Honora is aware that his way of speaking can be grating on people. So from his perspective, he is talking quickly, right? Like he is brief, like to
Oh yeah, Rowan's now thinking, when he said brief, did he mean short sentences, or did he mean in how quickly he was saying things? Because that is a more archaic and literal term, but it's not what people use it for, like colloquially. It's not in the pop culture. Oh shit. Okay, and then he's going back over all the double meanings of all the words you said and putting each sentence together in that way, trying to figure out what you meant. And now you understand why Rowan. Somebody did this to him, guys. Right? He wasn't always like this. Somebody did this to him.
right. And I'm just like totally oblivious to that. Like, as far as Honora is concerned, like he's just giving friendly advice and like trying to make this like body dump that they're very poorly and awkwardly carrying out together less awkward.
Oh.
I mean,
Rowan starts whistling. And then like looks back just to kind of try to casually check if you're cool with it or not. And then just stops. Decides you didn't like it.
I like, you look back and you see me like trying to purse my lips and like make that sound, but I can't do it.
Oh, how rude of me. Oh, it's so fucking rude, Rowan. Oh man, you're like, you can't do that. That's so insensitive.
How rude of me. He says after he tried to knock a guy.
How rude of me, well, as we're carrying a body.
As he actively participated in taking a rag of chloroform to someone's face.
As you're kind of like beating yourself up over it, you feel the like the feet drop again, and then you feel like a little. It's like a gentle calming like pat on your shoulder, except I'm too short for that, so it's like on your hip. It's just like a gentle little like pat. I'm like, you're fine. And then like, I'll like press one of my dice into your hand. It's like a little gift.
Rowan looks probably the most confused that he's ever been. But also, is this because if I lose, do you kill me? Or like, this is, oh, no. Oh, this is really nice. You have your dice is nice, and he tries to hand it back to you. He doesn't want to presume that it was supposed to be given to him. Maybe you're just showing it to him.
Right.
He's done that once. You know. And I think maybe this keeps going until we run into Bobo, or we can keep going if you want to. If you want to just go through.
I'm good either way. I was gonna just say I'll like kind of curl your hand back over it and tell you to keep it as kind of like a good luck charm, kind of like hold it when you're feeling anxious. So like worry stone, I guess, is more what I'm looking for.
Oh shit! Like, okay. You too, buddy. Yeah, it sucks, don't it? No, I don't know how to deal with it either.
Immediately followed by like some of the best whistling you've ever heard. You see a lantern light kind of like approaching from the opposite hall that you guys are heading in under this carved out dirt tunnel here that's occasionally propped up by a support beam here and there, and you see like sort of occasional little other lantern lights that kind of help provide a little bit of lighting down here. And Bobo comes up pretty dirty, just like dirt kind of coating his suit jacket. You see some like blood splatter on like the white undershirt that he wears, and he's carrying his own lantern. Oh, Rowan,
that's a good idea.
As soon as I see him like from afar, I drop one of the ankles again and pull out my little bell and like ring it at him.
He just shakes his head.
Shoot.
Well,
man,
you want me to take that, or
no? But I mean, I was thinking about keeping it, but you could if you need it. Yeah, I mean, that's probably. And Rowan will hold up his hand. The body. You meant the body. How could you know about the thing? The
yes,
token of friendship.
Rowan, the body.
Yes. Of course.
How do I have an
Hey,
8 charisma? You don't.
Where do you keep the lanterns? Right, I figured maybe they. I didn't see any on the way down.
It's just one at the bottom of the ladder. And then you light the other ones along the way.
All while carrying a body. There's no.
Did take some time, but yes.
So what are you? Do you mind if you? You see, Rowan gets comfortable all of a sudden. What are you doing with these? How are you interning or in? Ooh, what's the you were anyway. How are you taking care of the remains, as it were?
Well, this tunnel leads to one of the underground ways here in Vinewood, and sort of a sewer. Yeah. It drains out into the swamp.
Did you say he was carrying a shovel?
He's not carrying a shovel.
Yep, that's on me. That's on me. I mean, I just thought that was dirt. Well, so you
Or
were
it's
just
like kind of
throwing him in
starting
the
to get
sewer?
impatient. I'll just interject like, "Come on, Bobo, hop to it." And I go, drop the ankles and like jump up in the air. But as I land, you just hear this like deep, like croaking laughter. Like I think that's hilarious.
Always the jokes with this one. Well, and you just see him like grabs the body by like the behind the neck of their shirt and just starts dragging them with one hand.
Bro, strong.
Like probably like pulling the out of like Rowan's hand, like, because as he was gonna help team lift. And I'll look at Honora's like, man, you see that?
You see me? I'm already like 3 steps back towards Bishop Square.
Oh, he's just like, all right, I'm done.
It's just standing there. It's definitely one of those moments.
Yeah.
Did you see? Oh.
Did you see that over there singing a song, not talking to himself?
Start imagining like, is Bobo jacked underneath those? What's going on here? The half gnome or Marlin? Bobo's full gnome? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So gnome is dragging the human.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I tell you what I loved about that last sentence you just said? That like that
He's got that old man strong. Old man strong.
Yeah.
That
Where's
ageless strength.
Where's mine?
in the 25 years I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons, that is not only the first time that I've ever heard anybody ask or heard any like seen somebody wonder if a character was full gnome or half gnome, but then also take care to reference it with an before, because I mean you wouldn't want to mess that up. Wild. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm taking that one with me.
Yeah. Little things. Guys. All right, so Rowan, Honoris is heading off back to the hatch, and you see
Not like
Bobo
fully leaving him in the
heading
dust.
away.
I just assumed that as soon as Bobo like took it, that we were going to go back. So I get if Rowan doesn't immediately follow me, I get a handful of steps down and turn around and look for him.
Oh, I'm gonna go help Bobo. I want to see what they're. I'm gonna go help him dispose of, or I'm gonna go help him medically and theologically get rid of a body. I don't know. I can't think of the word, but I'm a doctor and a fucking, like part of a church. So like a mortician, like a, fantasy mortician kind of thing.
Yeah, head down the path with Bobo, and it's a better part of like 15 to 20 minutes, and you start to see the path end with like this framed wooden door in the wall, and there is like a window to it and some iron bars, and you do see like an unhinged lock on it from the side you guys are
Bubba,
coming
what was it?
from.
Yeah. So, what did you say these tunnels were originally built for?
Well, for us, it's more of an emergency escape.
Well, the reason I ask is because what I'm seeing here is like this door is specifically designed to have like it for somebody to be on both sides of it at the same time.
Well, we just don't want
'cause it's a little
anyone coming
window and the
in
bars.
from the outside.
Typical door stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Following.
I suppose if you're coming in from the sewers, it'd be the other perspective, but
So you built this door, is that what you're telling me here?
yes, me and Marlon's father, we worked on this a bit.
Oh shit.
Yes, my brother-in-law made some enemies, to say the least.
Oh, I didn't think
when we
that's
were
where that was going.
down in Sink City. So
I thought it
it'd
was going
best
to be
have a backup plan.
nice. That's not where I was expecting that to go. It's like when you said make, I was like, furniture or use the windows or because we were talking about the door.
Why would
So
you think that?
Well, because we were just talking about a door. So he made some enemies. So you guys dug a tunnel into the sewer and put a door on it. Okay. Marlon don't talk about his dad. I've never asked. He did a pretty good job. How'd it work out for him? I'll tap the door. Gear Duo fully knows that this is a bad thing to ask. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
You push open the door and you can hear like the sound of rushing water as kind of look out, and it's like you're in the middle of a large sewerway, and Bobo like begins to pull the body through the doorway, starts to like position to throw him in.
Oh, just would it be a bother if I
Would you like to grab his legs, please?
Yeah, of course. You read my
Pick up
mind.
those, and I'll pick up the arms, and we'll swing 1, 2, 3, and let loose.
Okay, yeah, you read my mind. Maybe watch it over, like under my breath. Hold 1 second. I'll close his eyes. Yeah. Sorry, I thought he had something. Be watched over and guided into the next life.
Good point. And he just starts like rummaging
when he
through the
says
pockets and.
Oh yeah. I'll fold his arms over his and casually fold them over. I'll bind them the fingers together with a little piece of string. Turn their head to face towards the where the sun will rise. Once it is returned,
You see Bobo like goes through his pockets, and pulls out a wallet, and pulls the cash out. Any like identification or any sort of papers, and has like $20 and some sort of identification, and hands it to you. It's like blood stain from his hands. And did you want this?
Is this okay? So who is this dead body? Is this the boy? Or is this the second? This is the second detective.
Yeah, the second detective.
I think no. It's not. Want is. It could prove useful in this situation. Don't you think? Right?
Could be.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. But it's not like I was like, oh man, I hope somebody kills him so I can take his wallet. I'm not like that.
Well, it's more
that's
about
not what I was thinking.
If anyone happens to come upon it, less information they have, better. Plus, he's not going to be using any of this anymore. So.
Right. You see a small bundle of some of his effects being placed under his hands ceremonially to take into the afterlife. Yeah, that's man, I've been here here late. A lot more people say that exact same thing. Yeah. All right, I guess let's. I look at his ID. What's the name?
Now you
Alright, just a second.
He's opening up. He's like digging into a like a folder
like,
right now.
Beep, beep, boop. Name generator. Boop, boop. No.
Yeah. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Oh shit! What was my password? I'm subscribed to this great name generator. Hold on.
Pretty sure it did actually have a name.
William.
Oh wait, no, that was at the bar.
A name generator?
His name was.
No.
Oh, okay.
I said,
for
I'm pretty sure I
anybody,
have names for this, but it's like, oh wait.
Oh, okay. For anybody who does like that,
We're like, oh fuck, this was like one of Victor's.
I mean, this guy's
Yeah,
name
exactly.
was definitely Steve.
All right. Weird. I've never seen the word like a word like
Goes by
definitely. Yeah.
Stephen.
He goes by his last name. He's nicknamed his last name because his first name is okay. You're not supposed to. I've been to so many. You're not supposed to, Bobo, laugh in a kind of moment like this. But have you ever seen somebody's first name definitely?
No, I can't say I have.
Huh. You think he changed it? Or do you think somebody else chose that for him and he kept it?
I don't think anyone chose that for his name, no.
Well, I mean, he would have if he put it up because somebody chose it because it's on his legal. Anyway, let's throw him in the river. Let's throw
One, two,
He went by and people called him Deaf Steven.
Deaf Steven. Oh, gotcha.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, fucking A, Chad. Thank you. Look, I've been fucking before you got here, dude. I've been on a tear, and these motherfuckers are all fucking stone pan, fucking like, and if it wasn't for you, brother, if it wasn't for fucking you.
That cracked
Come
me
on, I
up.
played a
needed
part,
that.
right? I set Steven up.
You were doing great. His name is
Yeah.
definitely Steven.
Not Steven. Only his mom calls him that. It's Steve. Definitely Steve.
Don't even want to know what his
Well,
middle name is.
only when he's in
gets
trouble.
Yeah.
Definitely not Steven.
Wait. It's
Definitely
just
not
it's a
Steven.
comma.
What are you doing?
So hold on. Look at the spaces between definitely Steven and then this comma. So it's not Steven definitely being written backwards. His name definitely, then his middle name, comma, and then Steven. You know what? I would have also turned towards the life of crime, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got blamed for everything.
He didn't have a chance.
Because it was definitely Steven.
It was definitely Steven.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
Bobo definitely agreeably nods.
We're getting into what is it, Fahrenheit 451 territory here. Major.
God, this poor guy. I want to kick his ass, you know? Like,
And I guess at that point, you guys make your way back.
make my way.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Bunch of
That's in,
critters. Bunch of critters playing D&D. How surprising.
Oh my.
yeah.
The original.
Yeah. You know, Bobo, it's times like this that make me wonder. And really, it fills me with, oh shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll close the door. And realizing Bobo's all the way down the hallway. Having left me behind.
I think at first he'd like to wait where you like go through the door so we can lock up, and then
Oh, okay.
and then you like you definitely would just continue down the hall if you didn't follow immediately.
Yeah, well, I started
Just
to
with
have
the-
a moment like at a funeral and then share my thoughts with Bobo, who I thought was right there and hasn't been.
Which is the second person to do that to you in the last like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. You get used to it.
Bobo stops for a second and gives the same look, almost like deja vu, and turns and looks.
I look behind me.
Or well, Honoris, you said that you were following, like if
Well,
Rowan still went, so
initially
you're, like,
my
a part of
plan
all
was
that
to
too,
just,
right?
like, yeah, was to just take a few steps and then like realize that he wasn't with me. But like also Honoris has no particular desire or ability to to like help with that process. So I guess I probably would have. I guess I probably would have waited. I don't think I would have left. I would have waited where I was. So so I'll meet him. Whatever that is, a third of the way back or whatever.
Nice. Completely misreading the situation. I think that Rowan is going to ask a deeply personal question to Honoris. So, when people who have, close to you, right, like loved ones or, family members, pass away, die or pass in your culture, which I don't know much about, admittedly, although I do know a lot about a lot of other things that are kind of taught in higher institution, kind of prioritized over your culture. Well, what is some of your funeral like? He will say to you. And this is all bantered to wherever you guys want to take us, by the way. I'm just filling dead space.
It's more of a shared emotion than words.
Yeah. What? Silent grief.
Well, not so silent. We mourn vocally, just not with words.
It's actually just like the sounds that bullfrogs make at night.
Yeah, essentially, like, yeah. And that was how I described it, in the key scene as well, so.
Nice.
Oops, sorry, I left the echo on there.
Yeah. Looking like he has so many questions, Rowan bites his lip, says, "Be cool. That sounds beautiful." And he's holding his breath. And for the rest of the way out, almost.
Right, you guys make your way back, and eventually, you guys are climbing up, and you get back in, and not too long after, Harrison comes back through. You guys find yourselves at the bar.
What's Marlon been doing this whole time? I missed the first hour or so.
What has Marlon been doing?
Well, I can't remember. I'm trying to think of where we left off.
You left off with a phone call and drinking, I think.
Yeah, and I cleaned up the bloody mess, right? I cleaned all that up. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So when they come up, I guess I'm just sitting there at the bar, just kind of like head in my hand, and I just have my little drink, and I'm having to sit kind of in a weird way because of my wounds still. I'm just kind of sitting awkwardly, like a little extra stretched out, and I'm taking a few drinks. Who comes up first? Like, is Bobo the first one up?
Sure.
Or who? Okay. As soon as Bobo comes up, I'll lift my head. Did you get his badge? I didn't grab his badge.
Oh, I have it, but I'm holding it. Would you, but I didn't, not to keep it. I thought it might be useful. Did you? I didn't mean to take it. And I'll hand it to you.
I don't reach out. I don't reach out and grab it. Yeah, that's what I wanted it for. Right. Do you feel bad about having it, or?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not mine.
It's not mine
And
either.
a man just died for it to come into my possession, but I also know it's going to be useful in stopping potentially more death. So I think we should use it, but me taking it, also, I feel bad that you guys think that I want to take dead people's things for myself, and then like hide them from you. Why? How do you feel about it?
That's why I love you, Rowan, because you just
Rowan gets so stiff whenever you tell him that you love him.
Yeah, because you just say exactly what you mean, and that's all I want.
Or else, you have to, or else nobody understands you at all and can misconstrue everything you've said and use it against you.
Right. Or you wind up being drugged down a tunnel in the bottom of a bar and thrown into the water.
Oh, God. Did that happen to you?
No, but that's what happened to Rowan.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
This is the part, and I try to set up a little bit, and then I wince, and I'm like, kind of catch myself. Oh, and I readjust, and I set a different way. Rowan, this is what we have to work on. Okay, we got to work on you picking up what I'm saying. The person.
I start taking notes.
The badge that you're holding was a person who, they just didn't say what they meant. They lied, and they tried to pretend that they were someone they weren't, and they betrayed our trust, all of our trust.
Is it? And it's really, really bad to hide things from other people, and it's like bad, is what you're saying? That's why he died, because it's not that he was lying, it's just that he wasn't being 100% honest. And
I reach out. People. I'm listening to him. I'm looking at him, and I'm kind of nodding my head. He
winces as you reach out. By the way, like you're gonna hurt him. And it's not because he's jumpy. He winces like he's scared of you in this moment. Terrified.
Right.
And
as I'm reaching out to Greg,
I don't think you have to make an insight. By the way, Chad, Rowan is hiding something, obviously. And you're on to him.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Right. I get that completely. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
But Rowan would also know that I know that he has something that he's hiding from the whole world, and we've been trying to deal with it, figure it out, But so I reach out. So I reach out. I see you wince, and then instead of reaching for it, I just lay my hand on the bar top, and I say, "I'll take it, Rowan. I'll take it."
Yeah, but only if you want it. I don't want you to carry it if you don't want to carry it. Is alcohol good? By the way, is it like
who?
Alcohol.
What'd you say?
Is alcohol good? Is that?
I'm
gonna have some. I'm gonna have some. People like this stuff. Rowan is by the way, so Rowan hasn't acted like this bad, like this pedantic. This is freaking him out. A bunch of dead bodies everywhere, all this shit. Just so you know.
I'll say at this point, I'll walk into the room again.
I'll take the door. Did you hand me the badge? Did Rowan set the badge on the bar? Okay.
Yeah, I just set it on the bar.
I grab the badge, and as Harrison walks back in, hey Harrison, and I'll like lean over and I'll toss him the badge.
Oh, well, just let the badge hit me.
Huh? A nose in a book. Pow.
Like did you try to catch it, or did you just not even react?
No, Harrison was just kind of in his own mind at that point. He just walked in through the door, just thinking about what he found just now. It's like, oh, what? Oh, I see you cleaned up here. That's good. I'll take a seat as well. So,
Not.
what have you guys
You
been
don't.
up to?
Did you pick up the badge?
I
Do you
did.
have it with you? Okay.
He's gonna use it against you. It's a Mexican standoff. Watch out.
Yeah, I figured since you're probably going to be the one to be asking a lot of the questions, that might come in handy for you. Right? Everybody knows my face.
What are you implying that nobody here knows my face? Look at me.
No, because if he was
Wow.
implying that, he would have said it menacingly. That's his tell.
That's fair.
Did you? Yeah, he puts venom on the end of it whenever he's trying to imply something. Really effective, by the way. People, you scare people.
Rowan, that bottle there, if you're going to try one, try that one. It's a little... No, not that one. That one.
I almost knock one off whenever you say that, turning around so fast and pulling my head back from touching the wrong bottle. Listen, guys, I know. Okay, so I'm like this, but I'm not like this, but only like kind of just half this, and then I'm just. We fucking killed so many people.
Yeah, that we fucking did.
Okay, I'm gonna be pedantic on purpose this time. You all killed so many people, and I abided it.
I didn't. I was with you in trying to keep this as non-violent as possible. You saw that. You saw me while we were trying to... while we were trying to shove a chloroform rag in that guy's face, but...
Well, yeah.
I was not trying to hurt anybody. I didn't want to kill anybody.
I, just to be clear, didn't want to kill anybody either.
No, I've figured that out now.
That guy in the tunnel, though. Anyway.
Which one?
It's forget it. It's freaking me out. I'm freaked out.
I can tell.
That could have been... They could have been carrying me down that tunnel, or you. I point to Harrison. I point past Anorez and Marlin and Victor to Harrison when I say that.
Yeah, that's that could have very well been so, and it happens. It happened once already.
You died once already?
I got really close to.
Oh.
Believe me, I am lucky that I got to that hospital in time. Otherwise, I might not have made. I just wouldn't have made it.
Hey,
Well,
same.
That's something we got in common.
Yeah.
Same. I almost died in that hospital with you. I almost died just, 45 minutes ago? When Sheridan's gun didn't fire and he had it pointed straight at my head? I've almost died so many times.
So, coming back...
We're all living on borrowed time.
That's what, yeah.
Speaking of the hospital. All this killing, and none of it's the right people.
That's what I wanted to bring up as well. I think that we need to take a little visit back to the hospital. As much as I hate to go back there.
You said you almost died in the hospital, kind of like Marlon almost died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Mine was different.
But yes, I think that there's a certain person here that I think we should pay a little visit to.
Could you please listen, for the love of fucking God, be specific for me? I fucking shake. I fucking pull out of the bottle. Fuck. Who are we paying a visit to?
The fucking Dr. Volkov, the guy that tried to experiment on me.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if there was another person.
Right. Oh, also, guys, I went to the library and I'll pull out the paper. I found some pretty interesting things. So I know that there's like a tunnel system here under here, right? But it actually turns out, and I'll pull up the map, that there are actually multiple different tunnels in different parts of the of Finewood here. And I'll show them the little blue circles. They seem to be connected to the sewer system as well.
Where did where did you find this?
Oh, I went to the believe it or not, I actually went to the library. I wanted to take a breather.
Yeah. Did you pay your late fees?
No, I just wanted to
and I'll elbow Harrison. I'll elbow Harrison when I say that, and then
knows all about the library.
Rowan, I'm married.
She doesn't care. I know she.
No, I know that she doesn't
Marlon spits out the alcohol he just took a drink of on the bar. Just.
No, I noticed that she didn't really care about that. I did care though.
Right.
She was also talking about how what's his name?
Was it about getting awkward? Did she use the getting awkward analogy?
No, but she did tell me some pretty interesting things though. Like besides the map that I found, apparently I'm guessing it's either like the head of the Reapers or someone very high up there. He recently visited the library as well, together with some of his guards, with some of his bodyguards. I'm guessing he was looking for some sort of information about something as well there.
He brought He brought
bodyguards
to a library. Well, I mean, listen, it's not a half bad idea.
It isn't. But I do agree with Honorus. I think it's time that we go back to the hospital. Maybe see if Dr. is still there.
Yes. You found this map, but where in the library?
Just in the
Sorry, I made a joke about
like in the section regarding the history of Finewood.
You see Rowan tempers his academia for a moment, and his that pedantic nature of analyzing every social situation is also information in the library where you find something. And he turns his attention to the map, and I would like to age of the paper, the type of paper it's on, like if that's going to tell a certain type of industrial era, or whenever a mark like a certain factory coming in or out, the ink that was used, the type of utensil that was used to lay the ink, and then anything. So that'll all give maybe a little history of how old the map is, and when it was made, and then he'll turn his attention to who made it, so he can who may have made it, what was happening in the history of Vinewood at that time, so he can find out why they made it. What was this purpose of knowing all these? And is our bar circled?
No, our bar isn't circled.
Okay. Yeah, so Rowan's gonna start breaking down this map to try to figure out a little bit about it. Like, while
It's in the.
are we gonna?
It's in the maps if you want to see it.
I'm to the dungeon master. Rowan would like to insight it or study it. Try to glean some information from it if you could.
Yeah, so like it's either like an original or a copy of a blueprint. It's dated about 100 years ago. 100 years after.
Shit, it's dated. Okay.
It was about 100 years after the all of the other documentation that you were looking at, Harrison, about like the estates around this area being reacquired by the unknown person. What was their name?
So then,
Sue Adams.
So this was during that buyout, right? Huh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just meant to quip.
Oh no, I thought you guys were gonna take it from there. But...
I was I was quipping while you were describing to.
But I mean, yeah, it seems pretty generic, like something that they would use about 100 years ago. Looks as of age. I mean, there's even a date on the bottom that refers to when it was created. And then it just looks like there's some, like the circles were definitely not a part of the original. You can tell that they're drawn with like different colored utensil, like hand, like almost just freestyled instead of using like tools to make straight lines for like the roads.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so this was done out of necessity, and maybe in a pinch, but then it was just slipped into a book. You said it just fell out of a book.
Well, I mean,
hidden away.
It was hidden away in one of the books that I was trying to study regarding like the history of the city and stuff like that.
Yeah. Interesting. So during that time, who would have been needing to move underground? Is there anybody who like was particularly disparaged during that time, so that we
I feel like it could be maybe some sort of like trade routes, maybe like some sort of secret routes connecting.
Well, you guys know that there is a sewer system, so
yeah.
Do these correlate in any way with the drop points that I was given?
Make a an investigation or an intelligence check. So you kind of look over the map.
So crazy that me, the player, picked up on all this information that you had hidden away in this map. Is it investigation?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That is a 23. What about this map helps provides us with a advantage in getting to and then killing Volkov, or moving around within like the Merc now? I guess is kind of what I'm looking at here.
Gotcha.
That was my purpose, guys, was to use this thing that we just found to help us kill this guy safely.
A couple of the drop points do almost match identically with these circles.
Hey guys, these may be more dangerous than using these places may be more dangerous than what we have already encountered, because we didn't discover a way for us to get around. We've discovered how the invisible enemy is getting around. Holy shit. Hold on. Okay. And Rowan's like, it's important. Fuck. Okay. Guys. Okay, we're gonna kill fucking we're gonna go. You guys can kill Volkov. They know everything and they don't want to be known. But we know something about them that they haven't divulged to us. Let us know, right? Because they wouldn't send somebody to us knowing that we might not die, that has information that could put them could put them at a disadvantage. But this is big. I just don't know how yet. Trust me. It's big.
Well, that's why I was
with
kind
your-
of surprised to find it.
With your 23, I am gonna give you some more, but I have to make it up real quick. Like,
Okay.
I can't draw on the photo of the map, so I need to create the map as a scene real quick.
Oh shit. So you guys want to let's do a little vamping? All right. And then Rowan like looks up at you guys like he just gave a fucking speech at halftime.
Yeah, I think I was having like a conversation with Bobo, like asking him what all he found, kind of saying like, I know that I was good, kind of telling him sorry. I know I should be the one doing that, and you had to because I'm like this. My apologies. Do you have any money on him? I'm asking him all these different questions, and then finally you see
Is Bobo like pull the cash out and like split it with you casually?
He just shows me like I see some of the blood on it, and I'm just like, oh, and I just kind of like wave my hand like, oh no, that ain't gonna work, and he starts washing it off underneath the sink. And while he's like washing his hands, I'll be like, I'll say something, and I think you can kind of hear it maybe while y'all are talking. It's kind of mumbled in the background, but he like doesn't dap him up, but kind of gives him like that kind of handshake you would do, and like they like touch heads. And Marlon says something to him, and he says something back, and then I'll kind of start listening to y'all a little bit, and I just like caught the very end of it, right? Wait, what is this about? What do we know that they don't know? That we know? What I miss?
You're muted, Rowan.
Oh, Harrison met the librarian for the first time, and smells like perfume. I'm not gonna get into that.
Right.
But he found
Okay.
this map. Yeah.
I heard a little bit. Yeah, the map. What's the maps of what?
So the old tunnels from during the Great Buyout, whenever there was like a need for a lot of the establishments that were fronting to move into the underground. But that's so that's like that's what it was. But and I'll kind of take a little bit of the blood. I like look for I pat myself for a pencil and realize I just have like bandoliers of potions and stuff. And I'll you're not using that, are you? And I'll like take the blood off the 20 that you had, like the tenner. Thank you. Here, and here. These are all the drop locations that where the detective was picking up the missions from the faceless, nameless, secret, enemy that wants the mind key and is creating those. Your bag's moving, Honorius. It's like rattling a lot. Whatever is in the jar and the thing you guys fought and this unknown enemy is using these tunnels. The reason it's so big is because controlling what everyone else knows is what makes them so strong. They're able to do what they want, how they want, and only, if people know something, it's only because it affects them in positively. But we know something about them that they don't know that we know.
It's all connected to us.
We should make a board, probably. Like, do we got time to just
Yeah,
I can bring my supplies downstairs.
Yeah, I always have writing utensils in my apron, and there's one right over there for writing bills. This is he can't take this back to the library now.
No.
Oh, no worries. I stole. I took it.
This is
I asked if I could take it.
Forever.
You asked if you could take it?
Yes.
You let her know.
Yes.
Man, you gotta stop letting everybody know everything about the fucking secret murder scene that you're in. Okay.
Yes. This is...
You're doing a thing with your body that indicates that you're saying one thing, but it means the opposite.
I am completely. Oh, that's a. Oh god. I'm just sorry. I'm looking at the scene. I'm looking at the.
Right, Harrison. Your time in Sink City and doing what you were doing has given you so many wonderful skills that is going to come. It's going to be great for us as a team. We're a team, right? But there's also
gets
some
excited
things,
and looks around to see if anybody says yes.
but there's also things that you learned doing everything by the book that could be a real detriment.
Well, I mean, one of those things would probably be one of the things that I would like to learn first is how to actually properly shoot a firearm. I actually never learned that.
I would like very much.
Do you have firearms? Does he have firearms on him? Yeah.
I would like very much for you to learn that as well. And I put my hand over the wound.
I understand. Funny story, actually. That's actually because I was trained in melee combat.
Harrison, is that so? Does Harrison have a gun on him right now?
I have Norgafar's pistol on me.
He says he was trained in melee combat, and I just looked directly at Norris's eyes.
Well,
like I give him that famous JD Vance meme look.
I know it sounds crazy, but way back when I started out, I was way more physically fit, and I was younger, and I was more agile, I was stronger. I will say it's coming back to bite me in my ass a little bit because I'm not really as strong as I was. But
Yeah,
yes,
almost as crazy as having a gun you don't know how to use.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, ha 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 ha! Fuck you! Ha ha ha! Yeah, I actually I did specialize in melee focused combat, especially with daggers and knives and like chokeholds, just any sort of ways to disarm opponents.
That's incredible.
I wasn't making fun of you. I'm just nervous because that's deadly. Is all. I'm just safety focused.
Marlin gets up, goes towards Harrison. He like pulls out his revolver and empties it. Empties his revolver, puts it back in. Not empties it into him. Empties pulls out the cylinder and dumps the cartridges into his hand.
I was like, oh shit!
No.
That's hilarious.
No.
It's making it look cool. Part like of the training, like that's when you've mastered it.
Oh no, like believe me. The movement I was trained to make as do the things as efficiently as possible with as little movement as possible in order to preserve your energy, preserve as much.
Like I said,
stay in control.
I'm walking up to him. I swing out the cylinder of my revolver, dump the cartridges in my hand, close it, holster it back. Harrison, I'm about to shoot you in the head. Stop me. And I'm within melee distance of him, and I try to pull out my pistol and get off a shot, a trigger pull pointed at his head before if he can stop me. See if he can stop me. Or what he does.
I won't say that I'll pull out a dagger, but I'll make a motion to where I have a dagger, quote unquote, in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll. Can I make
grab like a coaster off the bar?
Can I make like an acrobatics or a dexterity check?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
I'll make. What do you want me to make?
13.
Yeah. Also do the acrobatics, I suppose.
Guess I'm dead. I guess Harrison is talking out of his ass.
Acrobatics. Well, it'll still be
very kind of almost scary audible pop out of Harrison's shoulder.
Oh, just barely. Damn.
So I feel like you see the kind of like the gun is definitely pointed at you when you hear the click, but also you what do you do? Like, what do I get hit with, and where do I get hit?
I'll say that Harrison, in that moment, spins off the chair, tries to spin around you, and just with the motion of he has a dagger in his hand, he instantly just tries to get behind you, dagger to the throat.
Harrison's
one arm trying to hold the firearm, maybe one leg kind of pulled around his leg, trying to hold him in position.
I feel you. Everybody sees it. Okay. I might have got you.
You would
have. But you're quicker than I thought you would.
Well, you keep the tricks, but as you age, it gets harder and harder. But that's kind of why I want to maybe switch my focus a bit more to the ranged weapons. I still have these though, and I'll pull out my weighted cards.
I'll start putting
my weighted cards. I have in my inventory. I have a set of sharpened weighted metal cards. Back when we were fighting that shadow monster, I was able to actually hit it with 2 of them. I did some damage, but then it took me down in one blow. But enough of that. I think it's time that we make a plan here, guys.
Immediately after you say that, you hear a loud crash outside. You hear you hear a loud screech, like multiple screech at the same time, and then a huge crash sound of like a metal on metal collision.
I look at everyone else, like in a bit of like a moment of shock.
I grab a Molotov cocktail with both hands and hold it up close to my chest.
Oh, that's smart.
Like that's how I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, that's
look
smart.
around very worried.
I'll look out of one of the windows first, see if I can see anything.
I start putting I get my jacket, my hat, and I start putting all my stuff back on. Loading my revolver back up.
Yeah, a little ways down the road, you see two of the new vehicles, like on opposite sides of the road, and like smashed up against separate buildings. Glass and bits of metal just thrown out everywhere, and then you also hear shortly after a couple of gunshots and another car kind of like speeding, like trying to weave through the vehicles in the street, and people trying to jump out of the way, and you see another car like driving down the road.
Oh, holy shit, I didn't even know you could do that with those. I thought they were like, oh my god, how do people think of this shit?
Oh god, I think that's our chance.
What?
No, I think that that was our chance. Like there goes our chance to get Volkov. I feel like he's in that car.
Wow. Which one? There's two. That one, or that one.
That's just above table. Like that's just a hunch, you know. Guys, what are we doing, guys? Are we checking this out?
Fuck no, dude. Look what happened to those people. And I point at the fucking first car crash victims that any of us have ever witnessed.
Well, maybe
oh my god, I had no idea that could happen with these. Why did we make these? What was wrong with horses?
Fair enough. Just I'm guessing like from out of the window I can't see anybody inside that car, right?
No, it's too far away. You just see headlights and wreckage. And
are there still gunshots going on?
No.
Can I stealthily look outside, like from the door, just like all the like really stealthily, you know, like kind of do a little peekaboo?
Well, you said it's just a car that's wrecked. Is that what you said, Ethan?
So there's two cars that are wrecked. So since we're on a map here, I can draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say on which street.
On Main Street.
The one the one that's right in front of the bar, probably.
Yeah.
So if I can get a different color here. You see a car there and a car here, and then you see another car like weaving through the wreckage here, heading down Main Street. You guys are here, of course.
Ooh, okay. Are the wheels like spoked wheels essentially?
Yeah.
When the presumably aggressor car goes by, Harrison said you open the door, right?
Yeah.
I like push you out of the way and like toss my crowbar out there and use mage hand to stick the crowbar in the spokes of the wheel.
Nice. Okay.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Do you do it in a way that it looks like you just threw it? Or do you
Yeah,
does the crowbar,
totally.
like,
I'm always
okay.
kind of like, I've very rarely used my actual magic around you guys, and I'm always kind of doing it in a way where there's like plausible deniability.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it like clattered on the ground and then you like telekinetic.
Yeah, I don't know how like
no, okay.
spellcraft works in 5th edition, so I guess folks could theoretically make a roll or however that works to determine that I'm casting a spell. But yeah, I'm definitely like saying something, you know, like I do my somatic or my verbal component in grung, and then like throw it and then use mage hand to like guide it.
Okay.
Oh man, they do funerals even for people that didn't know.
So
I
for
run
a
out
moving
Marvel
car and trying to lodge it into the spokes as it's driving by, I'll say do a sleight of hand check for me at disadvantage as the car is speeding by. And then Harrison, you can make a perception as you're trying to
at disadvantage, even though I'm using magic.
Yeah, because I mean,
got you.
You're trying to use your magic and float a crowbar to like hit a pinpoint spot, you know, like as this moving target. Like if you're just like trying to hit the side of it or something, it would be different. But
sure.
14.
I guess that does make
14.
sense. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Whatever.
Ethan, what part of magic do you not understand? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, I'm good with it. I'm just getting my character.
Oh my god, dude! Fucking modern DMs, dude. Freaking won't let you do anything. God.
I was kidding.
Oof.
Oh god.
Yeah, I hate these like modern DMs. They don't let you have advantage on attack rolls, right? Because you're using magic. They
Damn,
won't
you
let
only
you
have
have
a
sex with
+2?
elderly women in the library.
I know.
Like,
That's
what does this
garbage.
game become?
You only have a +2 to your sleight of hand? Damn.
Oh, it's not realistic, really? Okay.
I thought Honora's was way better at that shit.
Harrison just out loud said, "I thought you were better at that."
Yeah, I thought you were better at... Nah, just kidding.
I just like shrug, just like more of a talker than a doer.
This is obviously the car that's speeding away from the accident. Like, I mean, like we walk out and it's screeching off.
I think it was a following car, and the gunshots were crashed both of those cars in a high-speed chase. That's what I think happened.
Sorry, what was the question?
Like, I guess I see these cars wrecked, and then this car comes zooming past, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would know enough to do anything about the car passing.
How many cars are in the city?
Well, there was a shipment like a couple of days ago, so there are a decent amount. They're pretty expensive, so it's not like flooded at the moment, but you do see like an occasional car kind of like parked here and there.
But prior to the shipment, we would have known whose car it was.
Can we catch a glimpse? Yeah,
probably, right? And now we don't.
Anything about the car that like stands out, or like can we catch a glimpse of the driver?
So with Harrison's perception check here, as the crowbar goes flying, it doesn't like go in between the spokes, but it definitely gets like lodged into the tire itself, and you can see that it's stuck in there and now flat, and the crowbar is just spinning over and over, creating sparks as it's driving along. It's definitely slowing it down as it like the driver like catches it as it tries to pull away from them, but they're still able to maintain and keep driving. And with the 14 perception, I'm going to say that there's that sort of after the crowbar, there's this slow motion scene where Harrison, you're looking and you see in the back of the cab as the doctor looks over at you, directly at you.
Oh God! What kind of face is he making?
And you can see Dellum in the back with him.
Oh, that motherfucker!
Were they making out or like probably?
Oh my god!
You're
and
not
they
sure.
were roommates.
Is Dellum
Yeah,
a
sure,
name
they
that we
could've-
know? I don't recognize
They could have just
that.
been pushing their
Ellen
faces
is,
together. Yeah.
My is my ex work colleague that I worked for like 30 years.
Dellum was
And he was-
also on the porch of Barty's house whenever Victor went and saw him at the meeting.
And he was there when I was dying in the hospital, and he was like, "Bye, Harrison." I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I think a
that
couple of those
look-
I was gone
Ooh.
for.
I lock eyes with Volkov. I see Dellum. Oh, I'm just going. Oh, am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
see
do this.
him.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just going to fucking run after them. And I'll just go like, "You motherfucker!"
You step out and you see like a couple fleeing across the street as they have abandoned their own vehicle.
Yeah. I'll just start looking around. I see the car speeding away. I see those 2 crashed cars. Is there anyone in the? Are there people in the crashed cars right now? Like people that are hurt?
So the crash cars are up a little bit ahead.
All right.
I guess you'd be able to probably see some people kind of like leaning forward, possibly knocked out. You're not really sure.
Fuck. I knew it. Oh, I knew he was in that fucking car.
At the moment they reach here, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take a pot shot at one of the wheels.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh yeah, only the most logical thing. I can't believe you made him say it. We were all thinking it. I'm gonna run after it.
So much for
and
a
use
fucking
this
pistol.
gun.
Oh,
and use this gun that I just said I don't know how to use. So
Yeah.
the first thing you do is you say, I have no idea how to use a gun.
And then I'm just like,
And Rowan says, ha 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 ha, and is scared of the fact that you have a deadly weapon that you don't know how to use because he's worried that maybe you might do something reckless, like run at full speed using it.
With an 11.
Haphazardly.
With an 11, I hit Marlin again.
Oh my god.
With 11, you're like holding it very awkwardly, and you have your middle finger in the trigger well, and you're like shaking as you're holding it, and it just goes wide. What's everyone else doing as Harrison like stands firm and tries to take an awkward shot at the car driving away?
I duck. Rowan ducks.
I just
as soon as Harrison runs and then draws that gun, I duck behind cover.
Behind like the
and I wait
wall.
and I cover my head. I put my head between my knees and then my arms over the top of my head. And I try to get as small as possible, and I wait to till somebody comes to get me.
Okay.
That's what I do.
And all right.
Chase after this thing.
I also, because I'm definitely not going to chase after a car.
Well, we wanted Volkov, and there's Volkov.
Menoris, what are you doing?
Would you say it was the front passenger tire or the rear passenger tire that I hit?
I was for some reason thinking the front. But
okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too. And how fast is the car going?
Oh. A quick guess, anywhere from like 20 to 40 miles per hour.
If the first car that crashed was on South First Street and it was traveling based on the wreckage at 30 miles an hour, and that car is traveling from Sunnyvale. Algebra joke.
I guess it's up to you. If it's going 30 miles an hour, it's probably out of range for me. But if it would in any reality be within 60 feet of me, I would throw my acid dice at the rear passenger tire.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
You're what?
So, much like I did when during the confrontation in the the whole thing with
Oh
the
right,
gun
yeah,
and the detective, yeah. So I after I throw my crowbar, kind of as it's approaching and hit the tire, and didn't get what I wanted, but I do see the car, presumably takes a pretty big wiggle as the driver swerves when it happens and then regains control. I pull out my bag of dice, or reach into my bag of dice and grab a small handful of D6s. And then spit out a big mouthful of acid on them, and then throw them at the back tire on the same side to see if I can cause them to crash. Yeah, I don't know how you want to handle that. It's a dexterity. They get a dex saving throw against it, but I don't know how a tire makes a dex saving throw.
The car makes a dexterity save. The car does.
I'll just create a general. Or wait, that's the save, not the DC. Okay.
The car does the sickest drift ever to completely.
Well, you already you did say that it was moving at 30 to 40 miles an hour, so you can use that as a reference point.
How much of a bonus does that give it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fucking terrifying, dude.
Look, I'm sorry, but the moment I saw that motherfucker, you already know that I had to go.
And just run at full speed with a gun outstretched.
I have no idea who it is or whatever. I'm just acting on Harrison's action.
Yeah,
I just hop out there onto the whatever stoop or whatever we have and join in.
Fuck that car. Say less.
Fuck this car in particular.
Yeah, some volatile caltrops. The dice skip along the street and just catch underneath and hit both back tires. You just hear, and the back of the car starts sliding and ends up crashing into the side somewhere. Damn it. Crashes into the side of the building down here. And you see the front of the car catches fire epically. The driver just falls out and goes limp onto the ground, and you see Dellum and the doc kind of stumbling out of the vehicle and try to take off running.
I just shout.
Marlon, what would you like to do for this? And then we're going to end it after you do your thing.
Yeah. So, I just see it kind of in slow motion, all of this happening at one time. So I'm just kind of taking stock of, I'm trying to see what happened. I think I was more concerned about somebody being in a wreck and being hurt, a normal person, just and I walk out and I see the wreck, and then I see this car flying by, and I see what's the crowbar is being gripped by a spectral hand that just goes into it. So I see that, and I'm just like, oh, that's a Norris. That's neat. And then I see Harrison pull out this pistol that you just talked about, and shoot a light pole that's not even anywhere close to the car. I was like, oh shit. And I noticed all of his fundamental errors in his shooting stance and the way he's aiming and all the stuff.
Oh wow! In this moment you break down everything he's doing wrong. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I just see it immediately. It's just no, horrible, no. And then bing, and I'm like, yep, looks about right. and then I look over to my right, and I see Rowan. What's Rowan doing? Just cowering down?
Well, you don't see Rowan cowering down because there's something in between me and that. That's what I'm not cowering. This position is the safest that you can be whenever you during unpredictable projectile combat.
Where are you at though? Like you're hiding behind something.
You see, well, yeah, like in the building. I'm in the building. I didn't go outside. Why would I? There was
like
car crashes and gunshots.
Well,
And
there
we're being
wasn't
hunted.
Oh, okay. So I look around.
I'm nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I look around. Rowan's not there. And then I see Norris with the dice to roll out. And this whole time, I'm like not reacting very quickly because I'm still kind of like buzzed and I'm still hurt pretty bad and a little bit tired. And then I see Norris do this again. And I'm like, I still haven't seen anything. I don't even know why they're shooting at this damn car. And then I see the doc and this other person run out. I'm like, oh shit, that's them. And I'll start to pull out the pistol when but there for a second I'm just like, oh my god, what are we doing?
We're lighting this bishop, bro. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, guys. Okay, we better use these secret tunnels to not draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Like another. Oh my god!
I was coming outside not expecting a fight at all. I was expecting to help people, maybe. You know,
I was going to do that as well, but then I saw fucking Volkov in that car. You know, I had to not let that chance.
Yeah, and then the car zooms past, and I'm seeing magical shit that I didn't even know my friend could do. That's a super annoying customer of the bar. You know, like I mean, he's a friend, but he's also kind of a son of a bitch too.
Yeah, especially since now it makes a lot of sense how he won so much.
Well, I mean, like I said, I am explicitly describing it or like trying to conceal it to look like relatively normal things. So
yeah, but when I see a spectral hand, you know, yeah, I see what you're saying. But also Harrison, like I mean, 5 minutes ago, was very upset with me for killing somebody.
Yeah, I understand.
And now he just pulls this gun out at this car that's driving by, and I'm just like, what the hell? Nope, that's a terrible shooting form. Pink off the telephone pole.
In my defense, I wasn't trying to kill them. I'm just going to try to kill them in a little bit, but I was trying to kill. I was trying to kill the tires on the car.
This was Harrison shooting to maim.
It's like Marlon's just in a state of like absolute fucking confusion until he sees the doctor step out, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, this is what we're doing."
I imagine this like moment of like flipping your coat back, immediately drawing your gun, pointing it directly at him, walking in a steady and straight stance, and like just shooting at their their calves, like so. Because why? You know, you're hurt. I'm not gonna run after them.
Yeah. I'll draw my pistol and I'll start taking shots at him for sure.
Drop him. But don't kill him. All right, man. Fuck it, kill him.
That man tried to kill me and turn me into his own little science fiction project.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Eye for an eye, baby.
And that motherfucker Dellum is helping him? Oh hell no, bro! Come on.
Oh, I'll start taking shots at him, and I'll think like loudly in my head, where the fuck is Victor?
Hey, Victor would have hit that tire twice over. Come on.
Yeah.
That moment you feel like a rifle barrel sliding on your shoulder, like using you as like a post.
And a hand, and like a hand over your ear. You know, he's polite.
Oh,
you're gonna say over his mouth.
Yeah, and then a knife on your throat, which doesn't make any sense. That's 3 hands.
Wait, what? And then it's revealed that Victor has a secret third arm.
You don't doubt that he could do it. If anybody could do it, it would be him. It's just like
man has a 20 dexterity. I'm just saying. That's fast.
Well, thanks everyone for playing tonight. GG's.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for running.
RP tonight, as always. We will catch yuns next time. Peace out.
Take care.
Okay,